We're live.
Live.
We ended up having bloopers.
Yep. We have them at the beginning now, too.
Oh, yeah, here now.
5 seconds out.
Game time.
La 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 was denied at Banklow.
Light show! It's the light show! Light show 2.0! Light show! Light show 2.0! TV Lakers sports with Chad and George. It's the Light Show 2.0! Light show!
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Lake Show 2.0 with Chad and George. I am Chad. This is George. George, we're heading into week 9 already, man. Does
Can't
it feel
believe
like it?
Doesn't.
No. it
Feels
doesn't
like we
to
just
me either.
started.
Yeah, it does. Week 9, promising matchup. We'll talk about that later. We are here at Stable Winery, located in Andover, Ohio. I'm wearing my merch tonight, and there's more to get if you come
Plenty.
down. If you are someone that attends Stable Winery and they have a lot of music, Dark Side of the Moon. What do they call that, though? I can't even remember. Trisha's going to kill me.
I think it's the Dark Side of the Moon.
If she's watching right now, she's like, that's not it, you idiot. Regardless, this is a sweet hat.
It is.
Pink
It's pretty-
Floyd reference, trucker hat, and then you can hold that up a little bit. We got
a beanie.
winter beanie, stocking cap. I actually have that one, and it's pretty great. And they
Very
have,
warm.
a couple different options. So if you need to get your Stable Winery merch, make sure you get here, get it, especially before the weather turns. I know it's cooled off quite a bit, but that white stuff's going to be coming anytime soon.
Anytime.
So,
But you know who hasn't cooled off yet?
who's that?
Lakers. They're back,
That was
baby.
a great segue. They are pretty back in a big way, especially number 12, the sophomore Justin Britton, who has been actually been nominated down in Trumbull as one of the players of the week with his performance against Wyndham. So thanks for the love.
Yeah,
Down
absolutely.
south in Trumbull, we appreciate it.
Trumbull Sports Network. Those
Yeah.
guys do a great job.
Yep.
Gosh, I mean, aside from like live streaming it like we do with YSN and 440, I mean, they're uploading every single play.
Yeah,
And
and
you-
the shots are fantastic.
Oh,
so
they-
shout out to you guys. Great
Yeah,
job.
the camera that they use, it's like 30K. I mean, it's crisp, good details, and yeah, I mean, they showed us the love there when we went down to play LeBray.
Yeah.
Constantly asking about our kids, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. I think Kaysen's been nominated a couple times. The Incredible Falkman's been nominated a couple times. It's gonna stick, guys.
We're making it stick.
And you know, it'll stick when Sam says it
As
to
soon as
everybody.
yeah, that's
Like,
right.
I really think that it competes with Muscles Marinara.
Yeah, I like it.
But yeah,
They're both good. I
They
mean,
are absolely, but
and it's a lot easier to say than your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
yeah, you know, he had the hops, but he's you know, he's hulked up this season. So
No, he has had a great season and continues to. I can't imagine that it's going to stop tomorrow night.
they're
down at
gonna
Cardinal.
they're gonna
And you know what?
it's a business trip.
It is, and Cardinal faces a big challenge that I think a handful of schools around the area do, and it's just not enough bodies, it's not enough players, and it's unfortunate. But you know, my hat's off to those young men that still go out every Friday and put in the work and do it for the love of the game. Not to sound cliche, but that's what it is.
They do.
You know, for each other, and you love to play football. Doesn't matter the outcome. That's how we were.
Yeah,
We're not very good.
but we are now. Well, Cardinal comes. I mean, that's a program with a very proud history.
Oh yeah. I can remember them hanging big numbers
Well,
on us.
I'm not gonna lie. They came here and they used to hang 60 burgers on us.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is by no means disrespectful, but it was a struggle to come Friday nights because you knew what possibly could happen. And yeah, I gambled rounds of golf, providing point spreads that were astronomical by halftime. So Cardinal, yeah. Segue back. Cardinal had a huge a decline, and that happened within the last 10 years. And for some reason, obviously you're seeing a decline in enrollment in schools, and it's a struggle for a lot of teams to actually put a field a team, a 12-man team.
Yeah.
You see like schools like Southington, who's a NAC school. They're doing the seven on seven
which
leagues,
is a
or the
great
8-man leagues. I'm
alternative.
sorry.
But even still, like
It is.
to be able to have that rather than just up, it's a wrap. You guys are
Yeah.
done. But to have that alternative and still be able to play.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a fantastic
It
opportunity.
is. You still get football. It's football. If you didn't know any better, you're not counting every single guy on the field. It's still legit and competitive, and they have their own division within the state playoffs. I think Sebring has they've gone to 8-man. Said Southington. I mean, there's just a lot of schools. So we'd love to see though, like the likes of Cardinals stick around. I think that they've got like I think from what I was told, they have a big male class coming up within the next 2 years. So they should hopefully fulfill that obligation.
And in the junior high, we faced them, and they had numbers. So
it's good.
I hope to see that happen for them. Obviously we compete against them, but you never want to see something like that go away.
No, I mean, and I think that's just indicative of where you're at with high school sports. I mean, one person changed the dynamic for us to go into Division 5. I mean, I think we were pretty happy in 6.
Yeah, but the enrollment dictates where you go.
One kid who didn't end up staying and left, and now we're stuck. But it's okay. I think we're doing pretty well in 5.
Yeah, it's all right.
We'll talk later about it come playoff time.
Yeah,
it is it's a very steep climb to get to the top of the mountain there. But
yeah,
it'll be fun. And but yeah, it is a steep race too.
It is, and we'll talk about that later on. But for now, we don't have a guest in-house today, but we are bringing you remotely the voice of the Pymatuning Valley Lakers, Mr. Rob Wildega, here in a minute. Let's see if we can get him here.
Wah diggity.
There he is, but there he isn't. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Hey.
There you go.
So, I got a horrible connection here.
Oh, I think you're all right. Hey, Mr. Rob Wildega. There we go. So,
I'm just
Rob is
I'm
currently
adjusting a tripod here.
There you go. Do your thing, man. You got to do whatever you need to do.
Yeah. I thought I found a better spot.
Thank you.
But,
thank you for
this will work.
Thank you for making time for us. I know you're busy tonight. You've got some fatherly duties, so thanks for being able to join the show remotely and just kind of chat with us.
Hey, you want to give us a plug as far as what you're doing now?
So aside from talking about just Lakers sports and announcing, I'm currently making the transition from baton observer to fire baton dad. Like that, apparently that's a real thing. As your daughter gets older and she transitions from just twirling regular batons into that fire baton, dad has to step up and learn all about fire baton. So I am fortunate because, as you know, halftime shows for the PB Laker band, fire baton at halftime shows, and you see the girls down there.
Yes.
Well, how do they get to that level? They got to practice. So they have Vicky's Sparkling Twirlers here, and they practice. They're in the Jefferson area, Asheville County. And can you guess when they start twirling fire baton, at what age?
I like he's throwing the questions back at us.
What is this? Reverse.
I'll bite.
13.
5.
5.
God.
Age
Does
5.
Their life insurance go up?
They let the girls start twirling that fire baton. They're at least holding it, shaking it around a little bit, getting used to it. But as they get up to, 8th grade and getting into high school, that's when they start really tossing the baton around with a fire. So yeah, we're practicing tonight, and I got to be here. I got all the tools. I have, the other fire baton dads are teaching me the way.
Hey, you need to shout out who that other Fire Baton dad is. You know who I'm
Oh,
talking about.
John Huffman. I mean, everyone
Yes,
sees him
sir.
down there on the sidelines. He knows what's going on, so I'm in good hands.
Hey, and you just got a shout out by Mrs. Wonderling. How fun! You'll be a great Fire Baton dad.
Hey, I will go right from that 0 on the clock at the end of the second quarter from the press box straight down to the field. I'll be there for
Hop in the
halftime.
fence.
And I usually take a break anyway and watch the halftime show. So now I'm just on the sidelines and I'll be right there.
Hey, you're a part of it.
Yeah. And you have been for quite some time. So that's actually a nice little segue into so Rob, how long have you been the voice of the Lakers?
Yeah, so when you guys asked me to join you, I was really excited to hang out at Stable and sit with you, and it just worked out where I needed to be here tonight. But so thinking back, I did have to sit down and look at some things over the years, and this is my 24th year in the press box announcing Lakers football.
Wow. That does not feel. I was not expecting that. That doesn't feel like it. 24 years.
And that's why he's the voice of the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy to
They,
think
they need to name him Rob.
It needs to be Rob the Laker.
Rob the Laker.
So,
nah, that's all right. That's all right.
Crazy. So what's crazy though is to think that next year, as soon as Game 1 kicks off or the first home game opener, that's going to be a quarter of a century that you've been announcing football.
Look, yeah. So just that 24 hit, the 24 hit good enough. That's half my life. I've been announcing TV football.
Gosh.
Look, man, you're going to get a set of like nice silver cutlery, maybe a fork, a couple of knives, take home, and you could eat off of that for the next year. So,
yeah, that's all right.
So 24 years, you said that's half your life. How did it come about? Like, how did you get into this role?
So I'll start with, I did announce in high school. I was in PV Jazz when I was in high school, and I would announce the starting lineups for our high school basketball teams. So I did get a start early on. We even had high school tournament games, OHSAA girls tournament games that were hosted at PV. And when I was in high school, Ron Weaver, who was the athletic director at the time, would let me announce those games. So I would do the introductions. I would announce the baskets as they were scored. So I did kind of have an early start in it. And then I did study broadcast communications to start out at Baldwin Wallace out of high school.
Do you happen to know anybody there that you did a lot of games with and had a good time
Chad,
with?
as you know, I was on the broadcast crew for 88.3 The Sting, WBWC, Baldwin Wallace Radio, calling the college football games and basketball games with someone who you may know, Mr. Jason Tirada.
That's right.
So,
I do know him.
That's awesome.
The legend.
So,
Jason Tirada.
yeah, and he's a very prominent figure in Ashtabula County now. He's got those connections at St. John. So he's well known. Back in our days at Baldwin Wallace, Jason and I were the duo on the radio for football and basketball games. So that's kind of how I got started.
And both of you guys obviously have the personality and not just that, the voice for it. We do. So I do work with Jason, but when we do voiceovers, he flips the switch and it's the voiceover guy. Like,
that's awesome.
He does it very well. So
you say you flipping the switch sometimes in class, because I teach 8th grade science. Sometimes I'll be reading a passage or just questions for the class, and at times they'll be like, "Why are you talking like a radio announcer?" I was like, it just comes out. Like, you can't control it. Sometimes you're just going and it comes out. So.
Well, I think we can relate a little bit. Like we were not obviously trained in broadcasting or anything of that nature, but when we go back and pick up the highlights or things like that, I'm like, why am I doing that? Why am I talking like that? But, watching college football, NFL, you pick up the cadence that these guys use, and it just works.
It's a menagerie of different like influences.
Right.
I'm going to take a little Dick Vitale from Gus Johnson, Brett Musburger, and Pat Summerall, and then John. Whoa, you got a little John Madden going on here. And then there you go. And then you have us, the Zoo crew, who basically just sound like a couple of.
Which we did not give ourselves that name. That was dubbed,
No.
That was dubbed by the Godfather of Asheville County, Sam Torres.
We still consider ourselves the A team, but yeah, no, it's great because we have you next to us in the press box, so we know that this is. We have to maintain some civility and level of professionalism.
Right. If we're sitting next to
Rob, the voice of the Lakers, absolutely.
And Rob, this isn't a question, more of a statement. What I appreciate about what you bring to the table, and our first year in the box last year is the credit that you give on the field. A lot of people pass over that offensive line, and you are very good about recognizing them multiple times.
Yeah.
And my nephew was on that line last year, and I know for a fact that he appreciated it. So
it's awesome. I mean,
it is. It's
so
great.
So to kind of go back and see where I entered the press box many years ago. After college, I did get into, and it's kind of funny when I look back. I started working for a company that was very much YSN like. That we all know YSN is just, high school sports and video sports. So in 2000, there was a company out of Pittsburgh called Nauticom Sports Network. They were like pioneers in trying to do high school sports on the internet, but it was a radio broadcast because back then you could easily find high school sports on the radio. So they had put together a network of radio broadcasts, and you could go online and listen to the radio broadcasts on this website. They also had just internet only broadcasts. So I was going out, and they opened up a division in Cleveland. I was working out of Cleveland, covering high school sports. I was going to high school games in the Cleveland area, doing football, seeing these guys that were going on to Ohio State and Michigan. It was actually a really exciting time. Even in the basketball season, I called a couple high school games for St. Vincent St. Mary out of Akron. You may recognize someone who graduated from there. Yeah. Well, I covered LeBron twice when he was a sophomore. So it was kind of just before he got really, really big. Like, he was definitely known at that time, but it really hadn't blown up. So I did get to call play-by-play for two of LeBron's games and had him on for post-game interviews after those games, which was awesome at the time for me right out of college to be in this environment. And then, unfortunately, you know how the internet was pretty new at that time. That just kind of fell by the wayside, and I ended up moving back to the area in the Andover area. The principal at the time, Jeff Meddock, I got to know him pretty well, and he talked me into coaching volleyball, high school volleyball, which I knew nothing about at the time, and that only lasted for 13 years. I was the varsity volleyball coach.
And what did you know about volleyball?
It's nothing.
I knew nothing about volleyball at the time. I actually wasn't even a fan of volleyball.
Which is still fantastic because you did a great job.
But Mr. Meddock found the perfect partner for me, Randy Riebel, to help me coach. And that was a great time. So I was around the area. This is like 2001. I started coaching in 2002. And just some random Friday night, the announcer, I think, was Miss Helfer at the time, couldn't broadcast or couldn't be in the press box, asked me to fill in. And I filled in one Friday night, which led to 24 years of Friday nights.
Aaron
being
Rodgers.
In the press box. So,
you're Aaron Rodgers.
You Wally Pipter. You Wally Pipter.
Yeah, so I thought it was just like one time fill in, and next thing I know, I'm there every night. But
and
the press box, as you mentioned, is just like, it's a great environment. And the press box used to be on the visiting side of the field when I started announcing, which was that was a pretty awesome time over there, because I actually enjoyed, I mean, I love being on the home side, but I also enjoyed being on the visitors side as well. There's just like a different perspective and seeing those fans. But to come back to giving recognition to the offensive line, like I played football when I was in school. It just seeing these kids now, I get them in 8th grade, so I get to have them for a whole year teaching them in 8th grade, and then I get to see them move on to the high school and just grow as human beings and players on the football field. And I want to give as many kids credit as I can, whether it's, you know, the quarterback or the kicker, the punter, or defensive line, what offensive line. And we all know that the ball doesn't move without the offensive line, and they don't get the credit that they deserve. So, you know, I love the culture
the last 4 years without it.
Yeah, but I think it's fantastic. And I completely agree with you. You know, we talked shortly about it last week, excuse me. Telling my junior high guys, like that was one of the first things I said when we set up our offense. I'm like, line, nothing happens without you. So if you don't work, we don't work. Yep. It's just how it is. So, and they ended up turning in a really great season, and I'm proud of them. But so you did mention that you played high school ball. Did you play all 4 years, Rob?
Yes, I was on the team all 4 years.
Okay.
So. You played a year also in college. I believe it was called the Backyard Football League.
Oh, we had
BFL? The BFL.
the KFL. It was the Klein Football
League.
Wait, the Klein Football League.
Wait a minute. Where did you go to college?
I went across town, John Carroll.
Okay, but did you make a trip across town every now and then?
I happen to know the commissioner of the KFL. I grew up with him because he was the commissioner of the BFL in my hometown growing up.
All right.
Which is hilarious in its own right, because I heard that Rob was the stud of the league. So
Rob, I had a good draft.
What position did you play in high school?
So it's funny because in my freshman year, in my sophomore year, I was a tight end and a center. And then we had, I don't know, some kids were getting moved around, you know, bodies change and you end up in different positions. And I ended up moving to quarterback my junior year. So not so much because of the talent, but maybe for understanding the game and be able to take a snap and hand it off to the guys who were athletic.
Don't sell yourself short.
I hear that you're able to sling it pretty well.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. So I'm not believing too much of that. So what year did you end up? What year did you graduate, Rob?
I graduated in '96.
Okay, so you were under Ken Parise's regime.
Yes, Coach Parise.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Who's still coaching today?
It was still coaching today. Yeah, a little further south.
I was just gonna say he's not too far away.
The last that I knew, he's in Champion. Is that correct, Rob?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and he takes gold pride with him everywhere.
That's awesome.
It just, I mean, isn't that crazy though how it's worked out? Goes to Conneaut, blue and gold, down to Champion, purple and gold. I mean, it's pretty
gold
great.
pride all across the board.
It is. It's across the board. So you mentioned being up in the box. A lot of people may not know this, but there are some people up there that help you out as far as being able to make the call, and they're called spotters. So who is your spotter from week to week?
So years ago, when I was coaching volleyball, my assistant coach, Randy Riebel, would come up every Friday night. And it's more or less we're hanging out in the press box, and then he just kind of helps me find who made the tackle. But since, you know, over the years, just we have different people in and out. I guess it's really changed because now I have you guys next to me. So the press box used to be pretty empty, and people would just come up and just like stop in and say hi. Like I used to love Ray Webker, you know, Chad,
Gramps.
When he was around, he would stop by and he would sit up in the press box with me for a half, and we just chat, you know, and he just loved seeing the kids. So there was like moments like that I think back And it was just, those connections on Friday night, just the people that you see who maybe come back to the area to catch a game on homecoming or whatever. It's a cool time. Friday nights, there's nothing like it. And I don't necessarily have a particular spotter in the press box anymore. Andy Nowakowski was there forever, running the clock with me up until this year. And now Jeff Richards is up there. Mr. Jackson's up there. You guys are up there. So it's all kind of like a collaborative effort. I know people hear my voice, but there's a lot going on up there that help me know what's going on, so that I can say the right things as much as possible.
And you help us a lot too, because there's sometimes we can't see it.
We'll wait until we hear your call, and then we'll put it over YSN. Just
sometimes I'm waiting to hear you.
If Rob's announcing it has to be right.
That's pretty much what my that's how I approach it. Like, well, if Rob said it,
of course, and it's got to be true.
So I mean, over 24 years, this question might be tough. What's your most memorable call or memorable game that you've been able to call?
So, I mean, honestly, there's all those games add up, and it's a big blur of games.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to pinpoint one particular. I know recently we've hosted a couple playoff games, the Hillsdale game. That was an amazing night. The Crestview, the defensive stop that we had at the end of the game of Crestview to stop their running back on 4th and short. Like, that one really sits with me. Like, I can vividly remember that play and our defense stepping up to the moment to stop it, get the ball back, and end the game. And then there's just like random ones that I remember. Austin Nowakowski, gosh, this is like 2013-ish. I think he would have been playing football. He kicked a field goal as time expired. And to win 10-8. Not very often do you see games end on a field goal, like as time expired. So that's just one I happen to remember. I mean, there's just so many.
So I'll follow that up with another question. What's the most memorable call you've heard from us since we've been up in the box?
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot. There's a lot he can't repeat.
On air.
See, on air. That's, I don't know. I'm usually laughing so much that how could I remember them all?
I think a lot of it's unintelligible. I mean, you can't understand what we're saying.
Oh, there's a lot of times. It's just, I don't know, man. We're just, like I said, we want to have a good time, and we love football. That's all it is. And I'll take a second just to thank YSN again for giving us the opportunity to do it.
It's a blast.
And like you said, Rob, you see these kids grow up and become young men out there, young women, and you just want the best for them. You want to see them succeed. You want to see the hard work pay off, and just stay encouraging. And I love that we're able to broadcast that out now.
Absolutely.
For more people to be able to see.
They get that recognition.
Yes, and that recognition that they deserve, because if you weren't a part of it and you didn't go through it, I don't think you really know the dedication and how hard it is to tune in and day out and put the work in just to experience that Friday night, which I'm sure the three of us can say is well worth it.
Absolutely.
I mean, it sucks during the week, but man, when those lights are on and you walk out and you hear the band, if you've never experienced it, you just don't know. And it is amazing.
Just Friday nights are different. Deep down, I'm a baseball guy, but there's nothing like Friday night football. There just isn't.
Speaking of which, like back in the day, back in your college days, who did you get compared to when you wore an Indians hat?
Well, maybe a slight resemblance at times of a very good shortstop, but definitely never, not the glove or the bat.
Hey, all it takes, they compare you to him. That's it. Just say it's all the athletic.
All right.
ability.
Well, Well, let me ask you a follow-up. Who is your wife's favorite baseball player?
Omar Vizquel.
All right.
All right, there you go.
Well, you kind of
That
look
makes
like him.
sense.
All right, Rob, we'll leave you with one more question. So, and this can be across any of your experiences as doing any type of broadcasting or anything like that. Nah, I'm not asking him that. He doesn't do that.
Oh no.
What's the wildest, craziest moment that you've experienced? Could be, I mean, I know Terada has shared a couple stories where you guys were broadcasting just absolute blowouts and you guys were just having a great time with it. But what's maybe the one wildest thing, and you may have already mentioned it with LeBron, that you can recall that really stands out, that was like, holy crap, did that just happen?
Well, looking back, it is definitely LeBron, and I've been a big LeBron fan ever since. But I think back to like, did that really just happen? It's like, did the last 24 years really just happen? You know, I've seen so many awesome students that I've had or coached as kids come up and do amazing things on the field on Friday nights. And even the ones that's not just football, you know, it's the kids in band, you know, throwing fire up into the air. Like it's just all of it, you know, whether it's basketball, whatever. Like I'm so lucky to be in my position where, you know, I see them as middle school students come through the middle school. And, you know, Mr. Shantz, Coach Shantz, the basketball coach, you know, he often brings up the kids like middle school is like the worst time of your life, you know, like you don't know who you are. Like, it's just a weird,
the worst
you know,
version of yourselves.
Yeah.
And then to see them, like, they change so much over the next 4 years, and being able to follow them through high school sports or the band or whatever it is throughout their 4 years. And then, for me, it really hits on senior night for football.
Oh, yeah.
And I get to announce all of these kids on senior night and share all the things that they've done over their high school career, whether it is just, you know, football and those events, or, you know, the golf team members, they also get announced on that Friday night. So it's like all of that to see them kind of come up through the years, and then I get to announce their names and share it. Like, that's pretty cool for me.
Yeah.
You definitely are respected by literally everybody that comes through that school, every kid.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody loves Mr. Wadega.
Yep.
So
it's the truth. So, and I'm sure you're gonna get to see a lot of former students next Friday, as there's gonna be the big alumni tailgate.
Oh yeah.
Russell's own John York is gonna be
John York,
man.
another one that I was able to coach him in junior high basketball, high school baseball.
So I didn't get to coach him, but I did know him when he was a little kid, because I was a lifeguard in high school, and there would be this golden retriever that would show up almost every day, at least 3 times a week. And little John York would show up.
Little John York. They're gonna call him this now. Little John York.
Little John York.
Little John. Like,
he was Little John.
Like, yeah. You know,
but he would show up and he'd be like, hey, was my dog here? Yeah, he's here. You know, and then he would take him home, and then he'd show back up by himself, and he'd be like, can I go swimming? Like, yeah, go ahead, go swimming. So, but Rob, we know you're busy.
Little John York. I got to coach Little John York in 7th grade basketball when I first started coaching junior high basketball. So
he sent me a text last night, and he said, because we did the promo, and I don't know if you saw the promo. He said, "Is that a 2003 picture of Rob Wadiga from 8th grade basketball?"
Yeah, I
I
forgot to mention. You pulled out a great picture for that. Look, I'm supposed to be out here with the fire baton. So
yeah, you go do your thing.
You get a glimpse of it here.
Okay,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Oh, I see.
So I'm supposed to be here, but look, the fire dads have already got me covered, and we have we got the girls getting their work in. Fire baton.
That's pretty impressive. Amazing. What is there, about a dozen there?
Yeah.
Now is that actual fire right now, or are we practicing?
Oh yeah, that's fire. They're all
Oh.
fired up. See,
Hey,
John's
take us
gonna-
into the belly of the
gonna
beast.
show me
Let's
the
go
way.
inside there.
Hey, speaking of John,
He's
Huffman,
already
there
got
he
me
is, right
covered. I
there.
missed the start.
Hey, is correct me if I'm wrong? Isn't John Huffman another player under the Ken Parise era?
Yeah, John and I graduated together. So
That's right. Now,
So he was-
John looks to
Hey.
me like he would have been a right or left tackle. Is that
he
correct?
was
Bring him on.
protected.
Let him-
Definitely. We had
Let's
some
let
nice
that
big
John.
packages with John. We could run the
You can
ball.
say it. I know he's a super talkative guy. Do you mind if he just says hi real quick?
What's that?
Then we'll make him Ashtabula famous.
I said I know John's a super
Oh,
talkative
everybody
guy.
knows
You wanna
John.
say hi real quick? Yeah. John, where's your coat? I don't even think you own a coat.
No, he doesn't.
Hey, you got to tell him to watch his beard with all those flames. That's going to go up in smoke.
He's very
All
careful.
that work.
That would be depressing. Like
Oh
if
my
you
gosh, I feel
literally
so
just
bad
like.
for him. But, all right, Rob, we'll let you get to it. And again, thank you so much. It was great.
All right,
talking
thanks
to
for
you.
having me,
Yeah,
guys.
buddy.
I'm glad you're able to join the show, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, take care.
See you, bud. Well, that's
Oh
fun.
man, that was fun. And I'm seriously shocked. It's been 24 years. It doesn't feel like it. But you know,
Well, it's
yeah,
been
how rewarding for him. Like he said, mentioning you get to see these kids and that that really awkward stage of life, and then to
Right.
see them through to when they're getting ready to set off and be an adult. Like that is pretty awesome.
it's crazy to see that difference. But that's that 1 year, like 8th grade to freshman year,
Yeah.
where these kids, they start getting a deeper voice and they get hair in places that like, oh, you got a unibrow. Didn't know that happened. And then, you just see them mature. They start slendering down their face. And it's crazy because it's
fast.
24 years. And
Yeah.
like, what was
That's
it like
all-
Matthew McConaughey said? Except,
Yeah, well,
They stay in high school.
yeah. But again, like, can you imagine the amount in that time?
Yeah,
Of just how
it's-
many
the
kids.
the kids that you go through.
Yeah.
I think that's the and as a teacher and a coach, that's got to be the rewarding factor.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because
absolutely.
that's a lot of kids, it's a lot of athletes, and
yeah.
it's just a lot of memories and names to remember, and but more importantly, touching the lives of all those kids.
Right.
And
and being consistently
Yeah.
there throughout, which that it's pretty incredible. So
yeah,
I was extremely happy that he was able to talk with us and be able to join. I asked him last minute, when we were trying to brainstorm, like, who should we bring on the show? I'm like, why not the voice of the Lakers?
absolutely.
We get to, anybody that goes out to the game gets to hear him every Friday. And you all know we're not saying anything new. He's great at what he does, and we all enjoy listening to it. So, so just thanks, Rob.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's
Um,
also been 28 years since he slept on a phone book in my college dorm. That's where I first met him. Some buddies from BW came over. It was like, who's Omar Vizquel? It's like, oh, and that's what the question
The
is.
least you could do was give the man a pillow. Jeez.
Oh, well, we're 18. What does it
It
matter?
didn't matter. No.
But no, it's funny enough, like, because then, ironically enough, I come to, like, 4 short years later, I come to meet,
Right.
my wife, and,
Yeah.
then it's like, oh, well, this kid, he looks like Omar, and he played football. He's the quarterback. Oh, that's Rob Wadiga. I went to homecoming with him too, and I'm thinking,
It's wild.
it's awesome to see it full circle, and
Yeah.
then me being a transplant coming here and planting roots, and now my kids both got to
Right.
have Mr. Wadiga as a coach and a teacher. It's awesome.
That's pretty
So,
awesome. It is.
That's
And,
life. Now we're getting old.
Yeah, it happens. But man, we're still having a good time. And
Yeah.
one thing that Rob didn't mention was that he kind of changed his course in his career and became a teacher. So to see him be
Yeah.
able to use his broadcasting background and serve his community in that way is pretty awesome.
He's one of the best.
Yeah.
And he, he had good guidance there with his brother Scott. Scott,
Yeah.
had
Out of
a
Erie. Yep.
sportscaster, and now obviously doing great things at ATech, but which is probably why they can throw fire on property.
Hey, maybe. Hey,
But-
listen, Bob Weaver
Oh yeah,
in the
come
comments.
on, dude.
Listen, it made me laugh. I
I know.
almost broke. So I'm going to go ahead and read what Bob Weaver said. I think all 3 of you have great faces for radio. Well, thanks a lot,
Yep.
Bob. If you want, you can minimize that window and just listen.
Just listen to it. We don't
Oh,
disagree.
man. So yeah, and Mrs. Wonderling, thank you for the shout out, and still there working with these kids, and I can remember when she came to our school and she had so many great ideas, and I'm like, where did you come from? And she's told this story to me before because she was bringing more pride to the school, and we needed it, especially at the time we were there. It was just like, nobody was interested at all. So it's rewarding for me to go back and see all these kids involved and be proud of where they're from, and really everybody meshes so well.
Right.
It doesn't matter what you're into, the support from the student body is there, and I think it's fantastic. And so thanks, Mrs. Wonderling, for being a part of that and continuing to contribute to that. And it's so many years later, it's great to see still. So all right, enough with the nostalgia. Let's get into some football.
Let's talk. Let's talk down to business.
What do you want to tackle first? You want to go through leaders? Let's do that.
Do it.
All right, let's go in. Heading into week 9, let's go through our passing leaders. I'll let you do the honors. You've been very good at it.
Thanks. Rifle through here real quick.
Yeah.
Top of the leaderboard here in the county, JJ Murphy went Lakeside. 140 completions, 1709 yardage wise, 19 touchdowns. I believe that was, let's see, you could put.
I'll look it up. You go ahead.
The tutties are there. The interceptions, we'll get back to you. Edge was JJ Dufour, 1,475 yards, 14 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. He's having an exceptional season. Both JJs are. And our own JJ, Justin Britton, 1,126 yards, 13 touchdowns, 7 picks. What is crazy to me is the amount of yardage he has with only 81 completions compared to the others. And JJ Murphy had 9 interceptions. So you got to give credit where credit's due across the board to every kid. But Justin, doing a good job there. You got Colby Stiltner coming out of Conneaut, 1,039 yards, 5 touchdowns, 8 picks. Mason Khalil he had a couple games off due to whatever circumstances, injury and whatnot. 690 yards, 5 and 2. Nate Stewart out of Grand Valley, 558, 6 and 5. Anthony Benedict at St. John's. St. John's is, a little bit run heavy, but they can throw the ball too. 289, 3-7. And then Carter Turk over at Grand Valley. He's had a couple of great weeks filling in for Nate Stewart. And he's got a respectable 283 yards, 3 and 5. So those are your passing leaders.
And I will say off the screen here, you've got Caden Proy.
Oh, yes.
Who turned in a fantastic performance last week. Wow.
Caden Proy is this year's version of Ryan Cross.
It's ridiculous.
Doesn't have to throw the ball, just runs.
So you're going to see a drastic drop, but
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
To quote The Rock, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, he's got 8 completions for 73 yards and a touchdown. Yeah. But man, he is.
Wait till you see the rushing yardage here ridiculous. Coming up. So
so from there we will go right into rushing leaders.
And on top of it is Bryce Pete from Geneva, 1,171 yards, 14 touchdowns. We got to see Matt Webster at Jefferson.
Still at the top of the charts, man.
Yeah.
I know that Jefferson's kind of hit a wall a little bit here in the tail end of the season, but still respectable numbers for the senior over there. Yeah,
961, 14 touchdowns though. I think he goes over 1,000 this week for sure. He's got 2 weeks to do it. Hopefully he does. Isaiah
I
Bowles,
don't have any doubt. I think you're right.
He'll do it he's coming back with vengeance this week. Just had a buzzsaw against that Madison team.
Yeah, that was right.
Isaiah Bowles over at Conneaut, another really good running back. Got to talk about just the breakaway speed that this kid has. A couple games ago, we got to. You were down in Fairport, and I was over there calling it explosive. 808 yards, 7 touchdowns. Our guy here, the bailiff, Kason Bailey, 720 and 6.
And that's with time off.
And that's with 2 games off.
And he is returning this week. And
love it.
I mean, I actually saw Kason right before I came over here, and I'm like, "Hey, you ready to go?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I said, are you playing the full game? And he's like, that's the plan.
Yeah.
So
2 games
he
left.
should be able to have
2 or 3 games.
a lot of makeup time tomorrow night.
Absolutely. I think he gets back into the mix.
Yeah.
2 regular season games to get to 1,000. He needs 280. You throw a playoff game in, he should definitely do it with the playoff game. If all goes well.
If all goes well.
Yes.
Gotta make sure we gotta make it happen.
Yeah,
first.
exactly. Caden Proy coming in at Geneva again.
Yep.
626, 13 touchdowns. Geneva's P and Proy combo is this year's Croston and Vickery duo.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I will say the difference that we had versus them is our guys both were in like the mid-20s as far as touchdowns. So
it was
sickening.
you could have taken one of those 2 guys last year and still be like, holy crap, that's a great
That's
season.
a great
but
season.
Then you double it.
It's
ridiculous.
remarkable. Chase Newsom for the Johnnies, 612 and 10 touchdowns. Ricky DePetta out of
Geneva.
that's also Geneva. They have a 3-headed monster coming up.
Right,
Jeez.
right.
424 yards, 6 touchdowns. You're talking 33 touchdowns there between those 3 guys.
That's ridiculous.
And J. Anthony Williams
Yep.
at Grand Valley, 418 and 4. He's back, I think, last week.
Yep.
And
sure
good to see him getting back. He's an explosive player.
Absolutely. And you'll see more of him tomorrow night. I have no doubt. So those numbers will definitely go up.
I want to say, had some unfortunate circumstances that, he missed some time, but definitely one of the more talented players in this region.
Mhm.
I will say. I would actually put J. Anthony up there with the kid out of Painesville, Sean. Can't remember his last name, but
Me either, because I don't know who you're talking
but
about.
I think
that's okay.
a couple of the best running backs in the county.
Yeah.
And then Javen Pope out of Edgewood, 398, 5 touchdowns. So a lot of good running backs in the county. And
I mean, and you love to see it, man. Like,
without a doubt.
so
Heading
after
to the
that,
receivers,
let's
head to
go
the top of
other
the
guys.
leaderboard there. Our friend, the incredible Falkman, Jace Falkman, 28 catches, 525 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Josiah Pope right behind him, 494 and 5. Terry Brown over at Lakeside. Terry Brown was over at Jefferson last season. So he's back at Lakeside, 473 yards, 6 touchdowns. Edgewood's Devin Sanchez, 446 and 4. Jefferson's Devin Salinas, 429 and 6. And then we have Matt Wagner over at Lakeside, 413 and 5. Jorge Diaz, Lakeside, 367 2. Il Duce, Sean Crossan from PV, coming in at 333 and 6. He's been on a tear recently.
Yeah. And you'll see a little bit more of him here in a minute.
You shall.
Gracious.
And then J. Anthony Williams coming in at 326 and 3. He is a dual force, much like a lot of these kids are here on this board.
Yeah. And then let's get on the defensive side here.
The defense, the tackle
Tackles,
leader,
baby.
Sean Croston, running away with it, man. 73 and a half tackles through 7 games. That is literally over 10 tackles a game, which is absurd. The absurdity to see kids do that. I mean, you know that he loves to hit, loves defense.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't shy away from it.
No. And I mean, it's obviously in the family. You see, Ryan
It certainly is.
Allegheny making the switch. Full-time
And he's
defense.
starting, and
Yes, he is, and
he's doing a great job out there.
And Sean is doing a great job here. And
Fantastic.
And I might as well just carry it right down the line. Their little brother Adam.
Yep.
Same deal. Those boys love to hit, and obviously the proof's in the pudding right here with these numbers, man.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan was up in the top of the leaderboard too. So coming in next, Chetty Arcaro, Conneaut, another great player, 62 tackles. Geneva's Ricky DePetta, 58 and a half. Bryce Pete from Geneva, 55. Jefferson High School's Brody Dietrich, 53 and a half.
And we called his name quite a few times last week. Now listen, like that was a rough game for Jefferson. There's no doubt about it. Madison just came out hitting, firing on all cylinders. But
that was a tough sledding for him.
We were able to call his name quite a few times. So the kid definitely has a nose for the ball.
For sure. Thierry Anderson, 50. Mason Thor.
Yeah.
You know,
Straight out of Asgard.
Yeah, dropping the hammer over at Edgewood, 45. And calling out Josh Sabo, 42.5. And then there you go, Mr. Proy again out of Geneva, 39.5. So he's got a lot of athletes on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and then we go for in the backfield.
Tackles for a loss.
Yep.
Arcaro, 13. Croston.
He's chasing them. Yep.
You know, the Muscles Marinara, Carlo Fasano with 8. Bailiff at 6.
Sitting at 6, -2 games.
-2 games.
So we'll see if he can pick up a few. Maybe overtake Sean. Maybe overtake.
You never know. I mean,
hey, I don't know.
He was dropping people like flies throughout the beginning of that season.
Yeah.
So love to see him pick it up. Mason Thor, 6. Jacob Clemens out of Geneva. 6.
The T is not silent. I'm sorry. I couldn't let it go. All right. We can just Jacob Clemens.
The wheels fell off
6
already.
at Geneva.
Chris McEachin?
We're sorry, Chris. It's all caps. It makes it a little difficult to.
McEachin.
I'm going to say it's
It's
McEachin.
5.
Yeah.
If it's not,
Let us know,
you know,
man.
there's somebody
it's all good.
somebody at St. John's corrected us on the proper pronunciation, so we're okay. You won't hurt our feelings.
No.
Ricky DePetta at 5, and then Chase Cinco with Cinco.
I love that.
He should just
Chase
not
5.
tackle
Just go
anybody
with
else.
Chase 5.
Just
I
have
dig
those
it.
5 tackles for loss.
All right, and that's going to move us into sack leaders.
Sack leaders, and there you go, right up top. Carlo Pisano from St. John's, 7.5.
Yeah.
Mason Thor,
Who
from
caught
Edgewood with 4.
who I believe last week was behind and has now caught Luca Maramore from Grand Valley.
Luca, my name is Luca. He lives on the 2nd floor. 4.
Well, his name is Luca, and he lives in the backfield.
He does.
Apparently.
That's a there's a song that's called "My Name Is Luca." Go ahead and look it up. And then from Geneva, rounding it out, Jacob Clemens, and then Chase Cinco with 3.
Right.
So those are your leaders in the county.
Yeah. Week to week, baby. We
Week to
got
week.
2 left.
2 weeks to finish strong. A lot of these guys, they're playing pretty tough. So.
Oh yeah, I would agree. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Sorry. I know what I want to do. You ready to do this?
Let's do it.
Let's get right into it. Russell's damn good play of the week. So good. We're going to show you right now. And we didn't get a chance to speak with anybody, but you're going to recognize the names because they have been recipients in past weeks. And it is going to be this dime from Justin Britton over the shoulder of Sean Croston, who made this ridiculous catch. We'll just
absolutely just a phenomenal play.
And we'll let you watch it. And here you go. And there's the end of it. We're going to rewind. There you go. Justin back over the top. Boston inside. Beautiful.
Great camera.
Holy crap!
Yep, that's what everybody was thinking that was standing near the sideline there on that play.
The tagline should have been, "That's damn good."
It was very good. So congratulations to those two. They'll get to add to their hat collection from Russell's, and they'll get another gift card.
Sporting
I will have that
different
hat.
hats now.
I like that. Yeah.
York Sport.
Yep. And their signature sauce dedicated to the area.
Parmesan and gold. Put it on anything. And that sells out pretty fast too. So we thank John York for that, our sponsor of the damn good play of the week. And
if you don't know it, that is sold locally. Stop in at Sparkle. They've got I don't know how many different varieties.
Like
There's a bunch. And coming full circle, Jason Torada actually has asked me on 3 separate occasions, "Hey, can you stop and pick up the bottle of this or a bottle of that?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatever."
Absolutely. Why not?
But but we love it. We love to see these guys succeed, and that's
There's
especially locally.
A lot of neat things here locally. Obviously, a lot to take pride in. Best barbecue in the area, Memphis.
Not
and
even the
Maine,
area.
World
Down in
champions.
Memphis. Jeez, oh man.
World Championship Barbecue, the
Yeah.
Kingsford Tour of Champions. He also won best wings in the world, or the World Championships. No, was it 23?
I believe
23, and then
so.
just a lot of other fantastic awards. And we were fortunate enough to get a little taste and preview of several meets.
And I'm looking forward to it next week.
Yeah, the alumni
tailgate. Come out if you are from
here,
here, married into here, moved here recently. Come out, celebrate with us. It's such a good atmosphere.
Who doesn't like the tailgate?
Right.
The weather's been great. It's a little bit crisp now.
It's gonna be a little chilly, but come out, enjoy some food, a couple drinks. Not anything that will change your psyche, but but yeah,
it's gonna be a fantastic time.
It's gonna be a great night, I think, all around. But let's not look too far ahead. Tomorrow night, let's get into predictions. We're running out of time here, so I'll go ahead and start it off this week.
Go for it.
It's gonna be nasty. I mean, we saw it last week, and we know what Wyndham did to Cardinal in their matchup. And we also know what we did to Wyndham in our matchup. I have a feeling the underclassmen are going to be getting a lot of time tomorrow, and I hope they make the most of it. So
and it's a great time for it to be able to heal too quicker.
Oh man, I'm going to go. Oh geez, I'm going to go.
Drew Pastor has us by 49. So
I'm going 54.
54?
Yeah, I'm going 54. 54 and goose egg. PB.
Definitely going to be a goose egg.
Yeah.
54. You know what? I think we're going to hit 58, and then 58-0. And then I think Coach Croston takes his foot off the pedal. But I think first half, it's just all gas, no brakes.
You have to get it doesn't matter who you face. You've got to get your reps in. So
you do. You need to work on what you need to work on. You need to get the other guys moving. You need to get Case and Bailey up to
I think he's going to be chomping at the bit, man.
He is. Yeah. But you got to get him to week 10 speed.
Right.
So I think 58-0. I do. I think the Lakers cruise. I think we go into week 10 with a different mindset, and wish the best to the Cardinal Huskies. After this game, hey, try to regroup as a school system and program, get some of these kids up there and get back to the prominence where you were.
And I know we were down there last year, and I'm looking forward to going back. They have a wonderful facility. Their press box is very nice. It was toasty. I hope it is again tomorrow night. So we look forward to coming down and calling the game. And if you can't make it down, make sure you tune in to YSN Live and join us there tomorrow night.
So playoff predictions. I mean, right now we're sitting at Drew Pass Tour is Ohio Fantastic 50. They have us, drum roll please, projected to finish the regular season at 7-3 and number 10 in the Region 17 playoffs. That is just projection. So 98% chance. And a 27% chance to host a home playoff game. So,
which after having done it, man, you want it back again so much. The atmosphere is great, and I think it was a tailgate for that one too. If I remember correctly.
We have phenomenal. Our crowd and the electric environment there during the playoffs was just something unrivaled.
And now we have a train horn.
Yeah, train horn.
We have a train horn.
Like you can hear it. Wyndham, it went off. Like they probably thought, like, where the hell is the train?
It was
back in business. So, but nevertheless, and we'll talk about the next week.
Week to week ourselves. But it's counting down. We'll say that.
Yeah, the countdown is there, and
here we go.
Yeah, it is what it is. Week 10, the Huskies. Hopefully, you guys
like the week 9, the Huskies.
Week 9, the Huskies.
Week 10, the Mustangs. It's go time.
Yeah.
All right.
The battle for Route 11 supremacy.
I don't know if anybody even wants it.
I don't want to stay off Route 11 anymore. You get pulled over too much. patrolled by state troopers all over the place. Just kidding. But yeah, so
Are you though? It doesn't.
no, not really. I mean,
Okay, there you go.
yeah, I
What
try
do
to
you
stay
what
up
do you
about
what do
it.
you drive again? Never mind. Don't
I-
answer that.
No.
Nope, you
Drive
don't.
nothing.
Don't tell them that. All
Bicycle.
right. Well, hey, man, this
Bicycle.
has been probably one of the funnest shows that we've had. It was really great. Obviously,
absolutely.
to have Rob, who, if you couldn't tell, we've known for years, and
Why
you
diggity?
know, great guest, and even being remote, maybe we'll be able to get him in here at some point. Season end wrap up show. That could be fun.
I think we be like a variety show. We do lots of fun things.
A lot of
Tricks,
activities.
Activities galore.
Yeah.
You guys got to come down to Stable though. I don't
Yeah,
know what
you
to
guys.
tell
This
you.
is ridiculous. You
It's
guys
like,
need to
come
get your
on.
butts down here, up here, wherever you're coming from. Get something to eat.
The food
Get
is
something to drink.
fantastic.
You know, it's a great environment. It's chill, laid back, obviously.
You have a
And,
winery in your hometown.
Yeah, support it.
You don't have to drive to Geneva for it. You don't have to go anywhere else. Right here. And they have beer.
A ton of different
They have different beverages. They
Right.
have kitty
variety
drinks.
from Youngstown
Oh,
and
absolutely.
beyond, actually. I mean,
Yeah, modern methods. You
Yeah.
have birdfish, noble creature. I mean, and then you support local, like because they're supporting all the local purveyors. So
hey, Rob just got another shout out. Jay Uhas. Rob's a great dude. Played against him for years and years.
There you go.
Thanks, Jay. Appreciate that. And great game to you guys this past Tuesday. Again, I mentioned that we were able to go play Grand Valley Mustangs junior high team again. Maybe not to the, what's the word I want to use? Not to the pleasure of some people, but you know what? If you want to get better, you got to play the teams that are going to make you
well,
better.
you and I were talking about it.
Right.
Like you guys came off a nice victory against them. It was a great hard-fought battle.
Yeah.
An exciting environment.
And dude, it was just as electric there.
Absolutely.
I mean,
So
it was.
like, at the end of the day,
you know, they made adjustments. They came,
Yeah.
and I was like,
look,
but and we did as well. It just
you're not gonna.
it was a good
you're not
game.
gonna get these kids better on either side.
no by just rolling teams. It doesn't have that.
Going and playing somebody who we already turned our pads in, but let's get them back one more time just to go through motions.
No, that's not. Yeah, I don't.
But no,
you know,
hats off to them. They have a great program.
Yeah.
And
dude, I
obviously-
can't wait. Like,
we
you know,
can-
knowing the young guys on their team from like flag football days and seeing them all come up together, like it's going to be a fun rivalry over the next few years. It really is. So I look forward to it. I hope they do over there as well.
I'm sure it is pretty much invested like we are all invested in this community. I
Oh,
think,
no doubt. No, there's no
it's
doubt.
nice to see there's a rivalry.
Oh
For how
yeah,
many
man.
Years, like
Yeah.
everybody's complacent. Thinking,
Well, that's
Even
like there's
sports.
there's still guys. I mean, there's guys. There were 5 guys in particular that I knew from over there, and when we played, it was like I'm taking you out. But then after the game, I mean, it was always like, hey, I'll see you next time. Good game, and it was just fun, man.
I mean, we see all these guys in different, people we've known over the variety of sports and what have you, and
I'm not. You're right, Jay, but I'm not reading that out loud. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I think you know who that was.
We know.
Um,
We know who it was. But
It's
all right.
okay.
Oh, hey, all right. We're 5 minutes over. We're gonna call it a night. Please tune in tomorrow night and join us, and as we head down to Cardinal, and we'll have a good time.
They're not
Hopefully
fat,
you will
they're
too.
Huskies.
They're not fat. They're Huskies.
That was his tagline. It was great. We went with it. The creativity is coming out of you. I love it. I love seeing
well,
it. So
it's a good time.
just roll with it, man.
But all right, everyone, have a great night, and obviously, if you don't tune in tomorrow, have a great weekend.
Go Lakers.
I gotta go right here.
Light show! It's the light show! Light show 2.0! Light show! Light show 2.0! PD Lakers sports with Chad and George. It's the Light Show 2.0! Light show!
Did we get it? Oh.